person and you're thinking of starting something in your life, it may not be business. So it may be an NGO, right? Or it may be, in my own case, it was like my study abroad, right? Weekend is your gold, like is the golden ticket given to you to help your life. So I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happens to me. When I was trying to go abroad to study, I was working as a dentist, right? So I didn't have time. And just in case you're not aware, there is something called housemanship. So when I was doing the housemanship, that was when I actually even really started my study abroad. So as a house officer, right? That's what we are called. As a house officer, most times I go to work during the day, and especially depending on the department where I am, and my hospital was really busy, we'll do what they call call. Call means that at night you are also like, you may not even be treating a patient, but you have to be awake and alert because you can be called at any time. This didn't happen every day, but let's say it happened yesterday. Today nobody called you, right? Or today you're not on call. You will not really, because you did not sleep like last night. This night is your best time to sleep. So I noticed that weekend was the only time I had. Sometimes you may even still be on call weekends, right? But there were some weekends I was not on call, depending on the department I was working in. So the most important thing is that I noticed that my weekend was the only time I could actually just focus on something else. Because by the time you go to work and come back in Lagos, anybody that knows Lagos is a very, very busy city. It's like saying Toronto in Canada or New York in US, right? They are very busy cities, right? So by the time you go to work and come back, there is nothing left. All you have is empty shell in your body, right? Because you're worn out, you're tired. But how was I still able to, when I tell people that I searched 100 and something schools when I was about going abroad, I was searching just to be able to make sure that I got a school that gave you full scholarship, right? Some people, they'll feel like, I don't have time. I'm like, you don't have time. Do you really want your future? Or you want to hand it over? You want to hand it over to your employer, right? You want to hand your future over to your employer? No. If you really want to go abroad to study and that is your dream, just understand that, hello, you have to make time. And your weekend is your best time. Your weekend is your best time, okay? So, transform your weekend. Transform it from having to sleep all through the weekend, or having to party, or they say Saturdays are for wedding, Sundays for naming ceremony, weekend is for hello. For some people that really have a dream and they want to achieve it, their weekend is for school search. Weekend is for school search. Weekend is for school search. Have you heard that? So your weekend is your best time to focus on your dream. Whether it's the dream that you want to go abroad to study, whether it's the dream that you want to start a business, you want to start an NGO, you want to start something, or you've already started that thing, but that thing is crying and dying. Weekend is the time for you to revive it. You have a side hustle, but you go to work, and now you don't have time to grow your customers. Weekend is your best time. So you see that weekend can actually turn from just being a very passive day that you just sleep all through to 2 to 3 days of extra hard work. How is it that you're able to put in so much time in the work that you do, right? Work that you do. But when it comes to that thing that you want to achieve for yourself, then you say you don't have time. Who has time? Nobody. Every single human being on earth have just 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 30 days a month. You know, right? Bill Gates has the same time that you have. Mark Zuckerberg has the same time that you have. Dr. Linda Heme has the same time that you have. Who else? Your friend, your nephew, your cousin, your sister, they all have the same time that you have. So stop complaining that there's no time. There's no solution to that. It's like someone said, there's no time. Are you hoping to buy time someday? So are you saying that because there's no time, You're going to abandon your dream? No. No. You're going to create time. And one place you can take advantage of is what? Your weekend. Is your weekend. Make use of your weekend, okay? Don't let your weekend just go like that. Make use of your weekend. It's going to be helpful. So, as you shout, thank God it's Friday, depending on when you're watching this movie, or as next Friday approaches, or as the Friday that just passed, ask yourself, last weekend, what did you achieve? Last weekend, what did you achieve? Right? Ask yourself that. Then ask yourself, this weekend, what do you want to achieve? Okay? So when you are sure that you want to achieve the best in life, when you are sure that you want to achieve something with your weekend, what are you going to do? Plan for it. Tell yourself, write it down somewhere. Write it in your head if you so wish. And tell yourself, this is what I want to achieve this weekend. And then go about achieving it. You will notice that by the time you achieve it 1 weekend, 2 weekends, 3 weekends, it will become the order of the day. So when I wanted to go abroad to study, I didn't have time. What I did, in fact, at a time, because I go to work throughout the week, then during weekend, I go for speaking engagements. People that know me there, they know that I go for a lot of speaking engagements, travel to different cities for speaking engagement, or different countries as the case may be. I had to actually pause my weekend gigs, all the side hustles I was doing during the weekend. I paused them. Somebody called me, say, oh, some people will call me, oh, we need you to come and speak at this event. I'll be like, no, I'm no longer available. And I was no matter how tempting it was, I was putting that time into school search and all those things, right? So it's very, very essential that you take advantage of your weekend to conquer anything you want to conquer in life. All right? So I'm going to take questions. Do you have questions for me? Do you have any question you think that, oh, let me ask Dr. Linda this, maybe she's going to answer me. So today is your lucky day. What question do you have for me? Drop it and I'm going to look through the comments. I'm going to answer. So Monday Odigbe, what questions do you have for me? God's son Nabike, Justice Obina, what question do you have for me? Ose Blessing, he said, Doc, you need to talk about how you got your PR within 2 years of your stay in Canada. I've already talked about it. You're late to the party. You are late to the party, oh. Okay, you are late to the party. Not on this video. I didn't talk about it on this video, but go through so I'm going to give you assignment Blessing. Go through my YouTube. My YouTube is Dr. Linda Iheme TV, right? Go to my YouTube, start watching all my videos. By the time you watch from beginning to end, you're going to see it. And don't worry, the videos are very, very interesting. So you're never going to feel bored. If you're on my YouTube already, just go through, subscribe. We bring awesome comments. The question I asked him, I've already answered it, and it's a very long talk, so I don't want to add it to this particular video. Lovely said, I need a transformation. Yes, baby. You can get a transformation, okay? So I'm just needing Evelyn, you can chat us inbox and see what is available for you, okay? Winner. So I'm just looking for people that have dropped questions so that I can start answering them. Candy Shane, how are you? Okay. Somebody said, do I need 10 million to start the process of masters? Do you need 10 million? Like, you can answer that, right? Of course not. Of course not. Vivian said, what about the secret that you promised to share with us last time? You didn't comment. No, we didn't get enough people to comment on that secret, so we let it go. Somebody say, good evening. Permanent interest, no permanent route or something. Guinea Kachi. Somebody said, in your comment, you said you can apply to various provinces. Does that mean I have to pay $100 each of my application fee? Schools have application fee. So if you apply to any school, obviously you have to pay for the application fee. If you apply to a school, will you say will you say, I applied to one school, I paid them application fee, I'm applying to your school, please, can you just take the application fee I paid for that school? Like, no, you're not going to do that, right? If you're applying to a school and they said you have to pay for application fee, yeah, you have to pay for application fee, definitely. Somebody say, how much do I need to start the application process? Nobody can tell you, actually. Anybody that is forming that they have this something you can use, right? It's not true. You know why? It can cost you from the smallest amount of money you can think of to the biggest amount of money you can think of. For example, having information is very essential. Without information, you are going to spend like 10 times the amount you're supposed to spend, right? You're going to spend the 10 times the amount you're supposed to spend on your school search. For example, you will waste time, you waste money on different exams that you don't need. You will retake those exams even though you still don't need them. You will apply to schools that are not programs of best fit, so your application fee is gone. You see, you're already wasting money, and yet you have not started. So think about it this way, you can never tell how much you can spend. You can never tell. But having the right information will help you to spend the least amount of money possible. That's just what I want you to know. And if you don't have that right information, what is going to happen? If you don't have that right information, what is going to happen is that at the end of the day, you are going to spend so much money and you will still achieve your dream, most likely. I'm trying to look at the questions that are coming in. How much do I need to start the application? Okay, I think I've answered that. Somebody said, can one get full scholarship in the Invincible MS? Yes, you can. Why not? Can I apply for a degree? Yes, you can apply for a degree. My company, we do not handle undergraduate studies. That does not mean that you are not going to be able to apply, right, and get the admission you're looking for or get the scholarship you're looking for. We just do not handle that. So Lucia said, what's the main thing that people need to see when applying to qualify for funded PhD position, please? You see, what you need is admission and scholarship hacks masterclass, where we're going to train you step by step exactly on what you need to do. Okay, that's what you need. Because when you say what is the first thing, what does that even mean? Like, what do you mean by what's the first thing? You mean you are going to see the name of the school? The question is ambiguous, but I can understand where that question is coming from, which is, how do you exactly go about this, right? So I would say attend our webinar. That's the best way to gain clarity, first of all. Attend our webinar, and you can get our webinar on, if you go to our Instagram, Dr. Linda Iheme, that's my Instagram handle. You can check the bio, the link on the bio. Or if you're on my Facebook page, you can actually check the description photos of my Facebook page. So those are the two places you can find the link to the webinar. Or check through our post. You're going to see it one way or the other, right? And then attend the webinar. That will give you clarity on what to do. Can someone from a state university get scholarship? 100% yes. Can someone get PR with 1 year program in Canada? Yes. 8 months program is what is required, minimum. 8 months, minimum. Shisom Perpetua said, Doctor, more inspiration. Yay, thank you. Prince said, do I need IELTS exam to qualify for admission? Prince, are you new to my page? I think you are new to my page. If you are new to my page, attend my webinar first. Can I study in school and still be working at the same time? Yes. Candy, you should attend our webinar, okay? Juliet Chidima said, you're looking beautiful. Thank you. Okay, Solomon, the location of the school when applying, does it matter for your master's? No. And we cover different countries. Some people think we cover only Canada. We cover Canada, but we cover all high-income countries. US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Poland, Turkey, like all the different awesome study destinations. recover them. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think I've answered enough questions for today, and I'm asking you to take advantage of weekends, because that is one good time that you have. Take advantage of your weekend and change your life. Get involved with that thing you've always wanted to do. Now, if you are somebody that you work, but weekend is not your best time, right? Let's say you are not free on the weekend, you are free on the weekday. Use those weekdays instead. If you are somebody that you are unsure, like every time you are in a boat or whatever, you stay there 1 month. When you come back, that period that you spend at home before you go on another trip, use that period to put in your application. Maybe by the time you come back next time, all you will not be seeing is your admission letter. So there is no excuse. You cannot make an excuse on your dream. Whether you want to go abroad to study, you want to start your program in your home country, or you want to start a business, you want to start an NGO, you can do them irrespective of your very, very, very tight schedule. Whether you work in a bank, it is very doable. In fact, it was because of this that we designed our training for the busy working class, right? We designed our training for the busy working class so that all those people that usually they don't have time, they find it very, very easy to go through our training because of the way the training was designed. Somebody is wondering, so how did you design it? Don't worry. That is something we tell to somebody that is really, really interested in taking the class. But if you are busy and you think that's a reason for you not to start, trust me, you're making the biggest mistake, because 10 years later, you are still busy. 20 years later, you are still busy. Those that made out time to pursue their dream now would have moved on. They would have left that job that is making them not to have time, while you continue to be there forever and ever, and it is not for your interest. Okay, so I want you to take advantage of your weekend. Take advantage of your weekend. Nobody is going to do that for you if you don't do it for yourself. Okay, all right, let's see you again. Bye.